The Los Angeles Coliseum, once home to the Olympic Games and many of the most memorable moments in sports, and also home to the USC Trojans, who are prepared to fight on once again today. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Reads it, fires complete. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to...
Touchdown, USC! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Hey, I know it's only one drive, but that sets a standard that you want to live up to, not only the rest of this game, but maybe the entire season.
And these players were talking about the talent they had coming into this game. They've got a lot of speed. They've got some experience. They've got guys that have played a lot of snaps, so it's not just going to be the expectations in their own huddle, in their own locker room, but I think for fans of college football watching this team play all year, they're going to be expecting them to put up points.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Gonna run it. It's Hurley. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Cuse. Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Offense is ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. What a snag by the defense. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's got it on the move. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability for him to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys, as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry. He's made plays throughout his career.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They've already converted a 4th down here in the first quarter, and they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Snags it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Syracuse. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, Dave.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them.
That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice. And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Power football with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Try to get it to the edge. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. Nice move, create some space. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He makes the connection. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. A little screen to the running back. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Using his legs, it's Hurley. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. Second down coming up in this red zone opportunity. The give on the inside. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They took it 68 yards on that drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to get behind the defense. And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you've got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Wilma making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's a...
Forget the punt. He's going to throw it. They're bringing heat. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans! And these offenses are just putting up numbers.
They got so much speed and so many positions with spread football now in college. It's so hard to stop. Defenses are just trying to hold on, shut them down in the red zone, and not give up a touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Sharks. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
He's going to pass. Pressure coming. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Looking down the middle. Got his man. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down.
And what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Gets away from 1. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Cuse.
Syracuse, number 83. Catch the score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after him. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Motion from the offense. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. Try to get it on the ground. Can't get him to the ground. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
Feeling some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Just drives it between the uprights.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half, and there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Wiggins. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Syracuse 28, USC 24.
And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Wiggins. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They believe they can run right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Give to the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. It picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tony.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He finds his man. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. Syracuse right back at it. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stops at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and keep picking up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. And that pass is intercepted. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires on the move. And that pass picked off. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Quick toss. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Unloads it downfield. Snags it down the right side. Off he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And I think in the pre-snap, I think both of these guys were on the same page. They had a look defensively that let them know we can pitch this thing way down the field. I'm going to go run under and make a big play for it.
Yeah, and when I'm a receiver, I'm like, I'm open, right? I'm going straight down the field. Throw me the football. I got the speed. I can beat this guy. You can tell they've done it.
Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Set up for second and short after that completion. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Syracuse right back at it. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Quickly complete. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Movement here from the tight end. On the move, it's Hurley. At the 35, he's got room. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Syracuse 35, USC 30.
First down to start the drive after the break. D showing blitz, they might be bluffing. From the gun, the ground game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
He's right on target. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll throw on third down. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Orange. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. On Wisconsin, they're darn near perfect offensively today, almost exactly the way they drew things up in practice. They're up by 17 over the Sharks. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Going downfield for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He'll take another shot here. He's open on the right. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And the Trojans want to move quickly.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his run.
And sometimes the quarterback grabs the football so quick and tries to get out of his hand, rushes it a little bit on these quick throws. Sometimes they don't even grab the laces, and you could tell he just grabbed it, threw it a little bit too quick, and missed behind the wide receiver.
It's caught. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Trojans are on the move. They'll leave it with him. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Gets it out fast. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, USC! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run it from the gun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All 3rd downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Defense might bring the house here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They've been running it, but now the pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. And just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to really give a jolt to his offense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
He's looking for a man on second down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Well, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He unleashes a long one. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time. But you always remember your first. Your first interception. He'll always remember.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Cuse. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight?
Makes the grab down the left side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they needed. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just fine.
And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Quick release on the RPO. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
The lone back's got it. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Running back searching for a hole. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They move on top here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
Here comes the 2-point try. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He's not going to make it. Still a 1-point game here in the 4th. They had hoped to push this edge out to a field goal. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play. Big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Hand off from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. On the move, he fires. He's got it. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They have to make sure everybody is set. Can't give away any yardage here. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. All the plays, all the plans, all the the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. With the line of scrimmage at the 37, that will leave them with a long 54-yard field goal attempt and a chance to win the game. It's good. They have taken the lead in the final seconds, guys, and the celebration has erupted on the sideline. That last field goal looks like the game winner if they can keep them from getting in field goal range here right at the end. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field.